Okay, testing the mic, 1, 2. Light, camera, action. Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yemi, and this channel is all about inspiring you to own your life, live up to your potentials, and to be your best self. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the fact that I've been away for like 3 months. I've been inactive, I've been MIA, I've not been on this channel for way over 3 months if I'm very correct, and that is not in any way intentional. It wasn't like planned. I wasn't planning to do a getaway. It wasn't like anything like that, no. So I feel like before I start putting out content, before I start sharing videos, I actually need to talk to you guys about what has been going on, why I've been inactive, why I've been away from the channel. I've just been MIA, and I didn't even drop anything on the community tab telling you guys why I'll be away. And that's basically because I did not know when I was going to come back to the channel. And yeah, I know some of you are following my Truth and Tales podcast channel, and you guys will be like, but you've been active on the channel, on that channel. If you guys probably noticed, I was away on that channel as well for a very long time, for over a month or 2 months thereabouts. I just started, we just came back active on that channel, and I felt more comfortable starting on that channel first because it was more like a conversation. Victoria and I would have conversation concerning various topics, and it was just easy for me. But for this channel, I don't think I don't feel like, sometimes I feel like I owe you guys the best. And not that I don't put out the best in that channel. No, I feel like I owe you guys the best. And this channel is based on the premise that it's more like the videos I do on this channel are kind of like sharing the lessons I've learned, sharing things that will help you, more like personal development, lifestyle design on this channel. And I feel like it takes time for you to like look at the things that have worked for you, assess yourself, the things I've learned and all of that before I come here and share things with you guys. So I felt like I wasn't in that space. That's why I didn't come back direct to this channel. Yeah, so I feel like I owe you guys an apology. I owe you guys an apology. And even this year, generally, I feel like I've been very inconsistent. And yes, let's just go back to the basics, okay? I'll fill you guys in on why I've been away and the things that have been happening, even though I feel very weird doing this live updates because I don't feel like, I think this is the first time I've been in this space. Yes, in this space in my life. And I don't know, I just kind of was navigating it on my own, and I don't know, Sha, but I'll just fill you guys in as much as I can fill you guys in, just so that you guys know that I didn't just run away. And it's not like I don't consider this, I feel like to whom much is given, much is expected. If people subscribe to your channel, you should at least show up. And if you're not showing up, you should at least give reasons. That's the way I feel. So I'm really very sorry for not communicating with you guys on that. But I'm sure if you guys hear the reasons, you'll be like, oh, yeah. But anyways, if you guys remember, and if you're new to the channel, I moved at the beginning of this year. I moved February, to be precise, the last week of February. I moved from China to the UK, and it's been kind of a challenge settling down. Not like a challenge per se. Yeah, that's just the word I can use. It's been a challenge settling into the new country, settling into the new system. I've lived in China for like 5 years, and settling into a new system, completely different system, completely different way of life, completely different, from what I'm used to, my comfort zone. And it was just kind of a challenge, even though I feel like I managed it well. But it was kind of a challenge, so I needed that space. But anyways, that's just what happened at the beginning of the year. So we moved, and if you guys remember correctly from the last live update I did, it was kind of hard for us to get a house, get an apartment early on. So we moved in the last week of February. It took us a while. March, we didn't get anything. It was until early April and mid-April before I moved into this house, okay? If you guys want to check out the house tour, I'll leave the link in the description box and in the card section, okay? So anyways, it took us a while for us to get a house. So we got a house, settling down, finding a school for the kids, just settling into a new routine here. And it kept dragging and dragging. And, there was just a lot. happening all at once in terms of settlement into the new country. And if you know, if your mind is not settled, well, that's how I work. If my mind is not settled, if I'm not settled into a new routine, it's just hard for me to produce at my best, So that's why I've been like shaking. But I did put out some content after I had settled down. I put out some content. I started sharing more of my journey settling down, like getting the house ready, new beginnings and all of that. I did try to film as much as I could and all of that. I still try to put down my normal sit-down videos. But then by July, I got COVID. My husband and I got COVID. And I think June, July, I'm not sure. I think towards the end of June, early July, I can't remember correctly, we got COVID, and honestly, it hit me hard. It hit me hard for like 2 weeks. I was battling COVID, and you guys will think at that point I was just like, wait, I didn't get COVID all through 5 years in China. Well, COVID didn't start exactly when I entered China, but I didn't get COVID all through the 2 years since COVID started when I was still in China. I got here and I got COVID. Anyways, I was still there battling health and everything. My husband also had COVID. Luckily, the children didn't get COVID and all of that. But my son Daniel is vaccinated. My son is also vaccinated. My husband is also vaccinated, but he did get COVID. Anyways, I got COVID, and again, it dropped my energy levels down. So it affected my productivity. It did, like my energy levels just came down amidst the other things that I was doing. And yeah, it just came down. And in between that period too, you guys, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot that I don't think I will be able to share everything here. So, but anyways, June, July, that was it. And then I went to my friend's place. I think I vlogged that. I went to my friend's place. I celebrated my birthday. I shared that August. And I actually filmed some videos. I filmed a video with my friend, the best friend tag. I have some videos on this channel, like for this channel, that I have not even edited. I organized my kitchen. I did my storage space. I organized my house. I decorated, did some few things. I got some plants. I got some things for the house. I was kind of like settling down in terms of getting my house ready. And if you guys do not know, my environment is very important for me. I feel like setting the right environment I feel like the right environment puts me in the right mood to be productive. So I was getting that. I was feeling myself. I was ready. And it was in the holidays as well. So I was just ready that once the kids resume school back in September, I'm just going to go all out to start sharing those videos and just be more productive. But again, by September, something really hard hit us. Like, it was hard. It was very unexpected. It was out of the blues. It was like really shocking. It was traumatic. It was, I don't know. It was just completely different. It was completely different. It's something I have never experienced before. And my husband and I have made a decision that I'm not going to share that on this channel. At least we're not ready to share what happened. We're not ready to share just yet, because YouTube is a public area. What I share here, and we're very conscious, we're very intentional parents, and the things we say or do, we are very conscious and we are very aware of how it could affect our children, not just now, but in the future. So what happened has something to do with our kids, and we're just not ready to share. But it was very, I was not even in my house. I was not in my house all through September, October. Yeah, I think I got back to my house like late October. So it was like a very traumatic experience, and it was just God. If I look back, if I remember, I did film all through the journey, but just for me and my family, just for us to remember, look back and remember the victories, the things that God did for us, and how He gave me strength in that period. How God gave me strength in that period. And it was a very challenging moment of our lives. And everything just kind of, you know what? It just made me, like after those 2 months, by November, when we were now back into the house and everything, it was then I started to feel the weight of what has happened to me in the past 2 months. So I was just like in that space where I needed that mental rest. I needed that physical rest. I just wanted to be all right. I just wanted to be all right. So I was kind of taking it slow. I didn't want to do too much on myself, and I kind of just decided to just take things slow, take things really easy on myself. So yeah, that's really why I've been very inconsistent this year. This year has just been kind of high and low, high and low. But through it all, my peace is intact. My joy is intact. I'm fine. Nothing weird, nothing out of the blues, but it's just like, when the unexpected happens. I remember sharing an email with my community, with my mailing community. Again, if you want to join, link in the description box. I remember sharing an email of, after that time I got COVID, and, sharing something about when the unexpected happens, that's when you know that you don't have certain things in place. You don't have a shock absorber, you don't have that cushion to carry you. It's, when certain things happen, that's when you just realize, like, for example, when COVID happened, that's when we realized how much of whether our immunity was good or not good to handle that period, So I just shared something on that, and I realized that I thank God for the things that He has taught me before that period. I thank God for the things that, the way He has built my faith, the way He has encouraged me in the past that I was able to hold on to. I thank God for everything that has, the journey with God, I keep saying it, that my relationship with God has affected every area of my life. Even in that period where I was supposed to be down, I wish I could tell you guys. I wish I could share much more, but especially share the videos because it was live. I remember praising God, dancing to God, even in those tough moments, even in those days that, I was just supposed to be crying. But I remember dancing and praising God. And I just thank God for the strength for that period. But I just knew I needed rest. Okay. And I just knew I needed rest. And we're fine. We're okay now. I'm very comfortable. I'm all right. I'm settled in. I can't wait to share with you guys more, but I'm settled in. And the exciting thing, the exciting thing is that when I look back at what God told me at the beginning of the year, it just makes perfect sense. It just makes perfect sense. And it just reminds me that God does not hide Himself from His people. It doesn't hide. It doesn't, like in my dialect, it's like, Ọlọ́run kì í farapamọ́ jẹ wá níyà. Like, God will not hide in the corner and watch you suffer. It's always there. It's always there. So the thing that God told me, the word for the year, I'll probably do another video where I will share the lessons that I've learned this year. And you guys know, if you're my old subscribers, you know that I usually do this end of year review. I call it reflections. I did it in 2020, 2021, and this is 2022 years. So I will probably do another video sharing all of that. But just to give you guys a quick snippet, that God had prepared me for this year. I wasn't just living in it. I wasn't just aware. I wasn't just conscious of it. I wasn't just conscious of the fact that, well, until I was in it, that, when you're in challenge, obviously, your go-to is God. Well, if you're God inclined, if you're a woman of faith, So I was just conscious of it. And every time at some point in the middle of the year, I had to, the things that I've written down for the year, I had to take a picture of it and use it as my wallpaper, so that every time I would remember that, yes, God had told me that, just a quick snippet, the word that God gave me for this year is new wine. But then He kept telling me that it's not new wine as in, the new wine, the nice taste and all of that. It was more about the skin, the jar, the jar that contains new wine. The word was just new wine, but He was more focused on the jar, which is me. That there will be pruning, there will be pressure, my capacity will be enlarged. But when I was writing it, to be honest, I didn't think of it in this capacity. I didn't think I would actually go through pressure. I didn't think it would be this kind of things that I experienced, But like in every area, my finances was challenged, my health was challenged, like our health, I'm talking as a family now, our finances, our health, stability, adaptation, everything was just like kind of challenged, and we came out strong. Through it all, we came out strong. I mean, I don't even look like all the things that I've gone through this year. I don't look like it. And emotionally, like, there were even some past pain, some things that I've kept in the cupboard in my heart that I never dealt with that came up, and I just thank God. Like, I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful for how God has carried me. So basically, I've just been in that space. That's why I've not come to film, to record. I've not even been able to put my thoughts together to share with you guys. And since when I started to put my thoughts together, of course, I was writing things, making plans. You guys know, I like to make plans. I'm a planner, you know. I'm a planner. But I always also like to plan according to God's will. If you guys know, when I plan for a new year, I usually pray. I have a video where I talk about how I plan for a new year. I'll probably put it in the description box and in the card section. I have a video on that already. So I pray, I plan according to, I always ask God for a word, for the theme word for the year, for scriptures that I can go to throughout the year. And indeed, throughout this year, I was able to go back to those scriptures and I was renewed. I was renewed, which is one of the scriptures that God will renew my strength. I didn't know that my strength will actually be challenged. I didn't know that I would be in situations where I would need strength, the strength of God. Like, literally, God told me that this year would be like total dependence on the Holy Spirit. Like, nothing will be done by me. It would be just God. And in those times, it was God. It was just God showing up for me and my family. And I'm really so excited. I'm so excited for next year. I'm so excited for the rest of the year. I'm so excited for the things because, you know, preparations are already in place for the new year. And I'm so, so excited. I feel much settled now. I feel okay now. And I promise, if there is any time, because breaks are also very important, if there's any time I'm going to go on a break, even when I don't know when I'm going to come back, I will communicate with you guys. I'll probably write something on the tab section. Again, before I forget, another thing happened in August. Why I didn't quickly put out those videos that I was filming was because my channel got demonetized and it is still demonetized. I made a mistake on my channel. I didn't know that changing your location doesn't have anything to do with your AdSense. So I thought that, you know, I got monetized when I was in China and I started the process when I was in China. So I thought that my AdSense will be using the tax system of China. I just wanted to start afresh, just do everything like in the new country, use my new address, use the new location, change everything to this AdSense in the UK. But then I made a mistake, and then since then, my channel has been demonetized. And at some point, I thought that it was going to be done quickly, sometime around August. I thought it was going to be done quickly and I would just get back to start sharing. But then it wasn't done. It didn't happen. So then everything that happened hits me. So I just was like, I went on a break and I didn't even think to continue discussing with the YouTube team to help me out with that area. But it's still not monetized now. So you guys will probably not see any ads on my videos. But I had to get to that point where I decided that even if I'm not monetized, I would still keep filming. You know, I was telling my husband that even if I don't get monetized and these videos don't make money, I would want to film. Like, I want to film, I want to share, I want to keep sharing. So my channel is not monetized at the moment because of something that I did. I own it. Something that I did is they're still trying to help me fix it and all of that. So until then, I would keep filming, but when the channel is monetized again, I'll probably let you guys know. And yes. What else? So yes, I just didn't want to forget the fact that I didn't upload for some time before whatever happened because I was trying to sort out the monetization before I put out videos. I think it was just about a week thereabouts that happened. And yeah, that also happened in the middle. So it was just like everything was just everything was just a mess this year. But honestly, I just thank God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this is me and I'm just in that my bubbly, lively state again. And I thank God for victories. Honestly, I think this video is just like God is good. It's just about God is good. And if there's anything that I enjoyed this year, it is the presence of God and the peace of God. The presence of God, the peace of God throughout everything. And I think this is just to also encourage you. I don't know, sometimes the videos that we don't even expect to encourage people are the ones that I encourage. I feel like sometimes when you're going through a challenge, when you're going through a phase, when you're going through a season in life, you just feel like it will never end. You just feel like you keep pouring water into this thing, you keep investing into that area, you keep putting your energy, doing your best, and it seems like it's never enough. It seems like the water is just coming out of a basket. It seems like you're just pouring water into an ocean. The truth is, God is always with us in that moment. I don't know how people do life without God, but honestly, God is always with us in that period, and it puts smiles on our faces. It arranges people. I mean, I thank God for my community of women. I'm a part of this community of women, Streams of the Light, and I remember calling some of these sisters in the middle of the night, early in the morning, like odd hours on public holidays, remember calling them, and they will all get up together, gather themselves together and pray with me in those moments, and pray with me. And and these people, right, I met them even when I was in China. I joined this community when I was in China. I didn't know that God had placed people before me. I remember my friend Ofumi sent me food, sent me things, even when I was in that space, like people were available for me. So sometimes when we go through things, when we go through challenges, when we feel like, oh, the people I expect to be there for me are not there for me, God will always show up. He will show up for you in terms of giving you peace. The Bible says that God gives us peace beyond understanding. Not the way, Jesus said that there will be challenges in the world, but He's giving us our peace, not the way the world gives. A peace that passes all understanding. And that is one thing I enjoyed this year, the peace of God, the presence of God. And I just wanted to encourage you guys that no matter what you're going through, no matter the challenge, God is always there. And you will come out of it smiling. You will come out of it rejoicing. I did record all through this process. It was just a decision that my husband and I made for the kids. That's why I'm not sharing with you guys. That's why I'm not actually putting these videos out. But I did record so that you guys will know. In the future, when we are ready to share it, when I share those videos, it won't be like, oh, you are thanking God after it happened. I did thank God in the middle of it. And I don't even know where that strength came from. I don't know where I was able to gather that courage, because it's not like me. Sometimes I can be very fearful. I can be very fearful. Let me tell you guys, I can be very scared. I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to swim. I'm very scared of heights. I'm very scared of so many things. Sometimes I overthink. I'm not just the perfect person, but God is always there. It makes it look like I'm perfect. It makes my life look like it is perfect. But He is the one that just reveals His glory through me. There's just a whole lot I learned this year. There's a whole lot that happened, and I cannot finish sharing it in this video. This video is just like updates for you guys before I start publishing and talking and doing other videos, just so that you guys know that I really didn't abandon this channel. I did not abandon you in particular watching me. I didn't abandon you, okay? So, yes, thank you guys so much. I've been gaining subscribers, and thank you guys so much on the last video, my husband's video, the husband tag. I can't believe that's the last video on my channel. I can't believe that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for the love and the encouragement. I kept getting subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I did not forget you guys, and I'm happy that you guys are still around, even watching this video. I love you guys, okay? So in the spirit of Christmas, I'm wearing red. I'm filming these videos. I'm filming this particular video. Today is the 23rd of December. I'm filming this video, so Christmas will be in 2 days. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and enjoy your Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Of course, this video will come out before the New Year, and maybe the 2022 reflections and also the books that I read this year. In fact, I'll try to film the books video now so that I don't disappoint you guys. But yes, I'm fine. I'm well. I think I also shared what exactly happened to me with people that reached out to me. So those people, you guys already know. If you know, just say I know in the comment section. Just say I know in the comment section. But yes, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate every one of you. I really appreciate every one of you. I think I need to catch up on some YouTube. I've been watching all my favorite YouTubers, and I'm watching all of you guys that I'm subscribed to. I've been watching people's videos. I just didn't leave comments. I've just been chilling, just in that moment of rest. But anyways, I've talked too much on this video. And if you're new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really do appreciate you. Don't worry, we're going to have a lot of fun together. Just don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notification. And also, you can check out other videos on my channel. I'm a very nice person. I'm a lovely person, if I do say so myself. And I try as much as possible to keep up to my words. I don't leave you guys hanging. But anyways, that's just it. How has this year been for you guys? Yes. I'm very excited to be back. Anyways, see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, should I do group hug? Okay, group hug. Group hug.